What's up, y'all? This is Boxing Mind TV with another video. This video is about Shawn Porter and his prediction. As you saw, I know that he hasn't made an official prediction yet, but I've been seeing in his videos and the podcast that he's been on, even in his own podcast, and he's the one that's been talked about the most as far as the two common opponents that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence has had, and competed with both of them really well until to the end of the bell, or to the end of the fight. And a lot of people want to know his opinion on the fight, or who he think he will win. And I feel like Shawn Porter has dropped a lot of breadcrumbs in saying who he believes is going to win the fight. He didn't specifically say who's going to win the fight, but I believe that he's trying to say that Terence Crawford is going to win the fight, and I think he's waiting on the week of the fight to announce that. The reason being is because in his podcast, or on his podcast or another podcast, or both, that he said that fighting Errol Spence was like Errol Spence was fighting him at his game, roughhouse, up close in the pocket the whole night. And Terence Crawford was fighting him. Terence Crawford was fighting him the way he wanted to fight him. He would not let Shawn Porter fight his fight per se. That's what Shawn Porter was saying. And it was like he said that there's a difference. When he said there's a difference, I feel like he's trying to put Terence Crawford in a different level than Errol Spence, saying that Shawn Porter, not Shawn Porter, but Terence Crawford placed me in his world, somewhere that I wasn't really comfortable with, and I had to deal with. And ultimately, Terence Crawford got the decision by knocking him out, and being the first to knock him out, TKO, whether he was like fully prepared for that fight or not. Terence Crawford was there to knock him out, and had his dad come in there and wave the throwing the flag in for him, not the flag, but the towel in for him. So when he said that, when he said about Terence Crawford being that way, I automatically thought about when he said there's a difference. I feel like he was putting Terence Crawford on another level than Errol Spence, because he controlled the fight. It was a close fight. It was a close fight. I know everybody gonna say it was a close fight. It was a good fight. But when he said that, I feel like he was saying that Terence Crawford would not let him do what he wanted to do, and therefore, puts him at a different level than Shawn Porter. Knowing that them two are good friends also outside of boxing, and just knowing that saying that how Terence Crawford is very versatile, and a switch hitter, and I think because of the fact that he was the first to knock him out, I feel like Shawn Porter is going to choose Terence Crawford. That right now he's saying that he doesn't know if who's going to win, but I feel like he's been saying enough that Shawn Porter, not Shawn Porter, but Terence Crawford is going to win the fight. It's going to be a tough fight. It's not going to be an easy fight, but I think he's trying to say that Terence Crawford has the ability to maybe adjust a little better, and put Errol Spence at an uncomfortable position, and put him in his world, and not fight him at Errol Spence's world, and try to beat him at his own game. Instead, he's going to do what he wants to do and win the fight. And Errol Spence is going to have to try to adjust to it. But by the time he's adjusted, it's game over. I think that's what Shawn Porter is saying when he says that, fighting Terence Crawford is, it's just basically fight in his world. And Errol Spence was beating him at Shawn Porter's game. But Terence Crawford was going to make sure that you play him at his game, and there's no way out of it, and you have to succumb to it. And I think that's what, when he says that, I think he's trying to say that Terence Crawford is going to try to do the same thing to Errol Spence and win that fight convincingly, the same way, similar way or same way that he beat Shawn Porter. So give me your take on that. Give me your opinion on that. What y'all think? Do y'all think that Shawn Porter's prediction at the end of the when he announces his prediction, because I feel like he's saving it for his podcast on the week of the fight to say his prediction. He say he has a prediction, but I believe it's going to be Terence Crawford. I'd be really surprised if it's not Terence Crawford. He chooses Errol Spence. That would be real surprising. But let me know what y'all think about what he said, what he's been saying. Comment down there, comment down under the video, and let me know what you think. It's Boxing Mind TV, and I'm out.